Jim, you don't need clarification. You knew exactly.
The hell are you talking about, Ryan?
Jim, you knew exactly what I was talking about. Come on, Jim.
Feel good about yourself, Ryan.
I do feel good about myself, Jim.
The hell are you talking about, Ryan?
Jim, you're the one.
Ryan trying to be Mr. Cool is so great.
Fair enough. So I gotta ask you a question. Where's the doll? The doll's not hanging behind you.
Oh yeah. The picture, isn't that the one Tyler found? Isn't that the guy with the doll? Okay, yeah. The
fedora.
My doppelganger or whatever.
Yep.
Here we are. It is the water hole with Hedstrom bacon and horse.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Ryan, thanks for letting me fill in. And yeah, it's good to be here.
I think Tyler loves Aaron Rodgers more than Aaron Rodgers loves Aaron Rodgers. I had to look at Jen Sturger and, on the basis of doing my research for the show, see if she ever posed nude, and she was in Playboy, believe it or not. Yeah. I did not know that. I knew she was in Maxim. I did not know she was in Playboy.
Right. Now I'm going to go out on a limb now and say that you now have a crush on her.
No, it's always I used to have a crush.
Okay, right? Okay. So yeah, but I mean, okay. So you used to have a crush on her approximately 2.5 hours ago.
Yes, when exactly. When I noticed she was in Playboy.
But no
I looked at the images because I wanted to see how much airbrushing they did. So I got out the magnifying glass.
Right. Going behind the curtain. There you go.
I got out the magnifying glass and I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, there's a boob and it's your nipple. Yeah.
Yeah, and what the guys all want to know that are listening, was she hot?
Yeah, well, the story didn't say. Was it? Did I say bra and panties? Because I thought I read bra and thong. So.
I heard bra and panties. I mean, we'll have to go back and listen to the tape.
Here's your some asshole with a goatee. Of course, you're gonna see it with the audience. Contents: one fucking shit fuck with a goatee. Seriously, just shave the shit off. It's the water hole, and that's not Rhino.
No, it's not Rhino.
That's Frank and Boise. Good content. So I said, beat it, Ryan. I got someone better than you.
Mock Ryan.
Yeah, mock. Oh, wait, you're right. You know what? I haven't done this yet. Okay, so since he's not here, we're getting rid of this shit. So that is now right. That's you with white hair and a beard. So there, before, after, before,
there you
after.
Go.
And then, Frank instead of Rhino. So yeah, you've been demoted, Ryan. He's like trading us up.
You know what? He was actually on the Outlaws and Potato. He was Rhino, the sports guy segment on my show. Like he did it twice and then fucking blew me off. He goes, you know what? There's better out there. He's doing the same thing to everybody.
He uses us up, gets to where he wants to go next, and then he tosses us aside like a used condom. Wait. Hold on. Let me do it the other way. There it is. All right, watch this. You're going to catch it on the delay, obviously. This is a live gooey duck clam. Watch this.
或者像，喷水了。
So she's going to dip it in some sauce. It's alive.
辣椒油。
Live. We'll do it live.
辣椒面。
She's putting whatever.
一样都不能少，不拼，老铁是不会给我双击的。
There it goes. And she's going to bite into this thing. That's suggestive. Gotta have the sound cranked.
起来，给咱家铁子敬个礼，告诉咱家铁子，我要直播了。
The following program is intended for mature
还敢碰老铁，
audiences.
还敢碰老铁。起来，起来，再给我要个双击，给我要
The
个双
following
击。
program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
我喜欢
The Morena Bobbit.
让你天天喷我，
Ouch.
让你天天喷我。
Yeah.
Quote the gentleman
It
that
is
makes all the commercials for the water hole sitting besides me. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Wednesday. It is I, the Haunted Horse, here to tell you. Yeah, I've kind of got a shtick. Hey, wait. Don't cut yourself loose or whatever I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but don't from giving yourself credit. Oh, this is going to be a good show. I can't even fucking talk. You made one commercial one time.
I did.
You made a commercial. And it was high tech, too. It was you sitting in your car, probably waiting for your kid or something. And you're like, oh, hey, everyone, here's a commercial.
Don't give me that much credit. The kid was with me. So I fulfilled my contract and made my one commercial per year. So glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, I did. Oh, by the way, Marie, I have not shaved yet. It's still there. She wants. She's the only one that wants me to shave. Everyone else seems to like it, but she does not like it. She hates my beard.
Marie, I got to go against you, dude. But that beard is a little bit of a problem. You use like 9 products. We talk about this every week.
I know. Where's
man?
my roller? It's somewhere.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it does make me look older. She is not wrong there. When I shave my beard, it shaves about 10 years off of my age. She hates beards. All caps. BEARDS. She hates them.
Damn.
What about rhinos? He's got a goatee. Is that hate? Do you hate?
I got a beard.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, your microphone was covering that part.
Give me credit for that.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
nice.
He's got a wispy beard.
Wispy? Is there a more creepy word for beards than wispy?
Wispy.
Patchy?
Pubish. I remember in high school those boys that would like try to grow one in, and it was like the pubish looking wispy mustache, and you're just like, you look horrible.
Yeah, but they feel like a man, right? And yet their voice is like, it is. What's up, horse?
We had this one dude. It was like freshman year. He had 5 o'clock shadow. I mean, and he's just normal, but he looked like he was in his 20s.
Oh, it's even worse now. I mean, I can't imagine what it's like actually right now. But when my brother was in high school, 7 or 8 years ago, there was kids that looked like they were driving the team bus to his games.
Oh shit!
I mean, they were like 6'6", like you said, 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah. Just looked like there's a couple grays in there.
That's whack.
Old men.
Anyway, Bittersweet Marie says your beard fits you. So apparently she only hates my beard.
Thank you. That's a compliment.
I mean, yours is black and mine is white. She's racist against white beards.
If you look closely, I got the white
what
too.
What are you eating?
So I'm not eating anything. I'm chewing something.
What are you chewing?
I'm breaking the first rule of show business.
Yeah. You know, Grant Napier wouldn't stand for that. Ryan!
No, he would not.
Don't be chewing! What are you doing? It's so unprofessional.
He would call my ass out on the air.
You're going to go to the chalkboard after the show and write, I will not chew gum during the show 500 times.
Oh, yeah. If you don't like that, I don't know how that one would go.
He doesn't like gum chewing.
Yeah, if you don't like gum chewing, then you don't like this. Anyways.
Yeah. Anyway.
Gum gone.
So
Gum gone.
We have got some smack off. You know, this is not a jungle show, even though a lot of the people in the audience and a lot of the people that are hosting, you know, we all know each other because we like this show called The Jim Rome Show, the radio show. It's got its JTP. I would consider myself in the JTP. You're in the JTP. Marie's in the JTP. So we are going to spend a little more time talking about that show when traditionally we don't. You know, we'll mention it. We don't hide from it, but it's not really a topic on the show. We talk about things like, what are my bargain 4-bedroom bungalow on sale for just 100,000 pounds, British. But there's a nasty surprise inside. So there's your teaser article there. My ex-husband donated his sperm so I could have a child with my new girlfriend. So she went and she went from being with a husband to a wife, and she got him. Anyway, we'll read about that. My sister is forcing bridesmaids of her wedding to get face tattoos before the wedding. It's absurd. So this brother is outing his sister for forcing the bridesmaids to get face tattoos. It's not as bad as you thought. I was like, what, like prison teardrop tattoos or what? No, it's not.
Makeup? Is it makeup?
Bad. Don't get me wrong. If someone did that, my wife was going to be at a wedding and they had this request, I would have said, you're not going to be in the wedding. Fuck that shit. I mean, she could tell me to fuck off and do it anyway, but I would definitely be pushing back. And then the last story, if we get to it, and I might mix these up, this might be the first story. My 34E breasts are agony. Not mine, although I am getting there. I am fat. I am getting so freaking fat. These shirts are not fitting anymore. I saw the commercial I did this morning, and I'm like, saw the rolls, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Too many spicy noodles, buddy.
But
Too many
this is not,
noodles.
yeah, well, those spicy noodles are good. You know what's funny? We just had a conversation. I had one with my wife, and I go, you know, I used to see a lot more protein, and I've been eating tons of carbs. I have that soup every afternoon when I get home. I have a big bowl of that soup. So it's the carbs. I went from a lot of chicken and stuff like that to noodles and carbs and bread. So my 34E breasts, not mine, once again, are agony, but my husband won't let me get a reduction. I love the won't let me. So she wants to get a breast reduction and her husband won't let her. So those are our teaser stories tonight. We do have Smack Off. Actually, tonight is Dong Off. The Dong Show is tomorrow. What do they call that? What do they call it? Not the Dong Show. What is it?
It's Dong Day.
Dong
in
Day,
the jungle.
That's right, Dong Day.
So it's Dong Day Eve here on the water.
It is Dong Day Eve. So now there is a show before the Smack Off that is called Dong Day, where a lot of the guys that are going to be in the Smack Off like to drop their dong blasts and get run, but it doesn't cost them an entry into the thing. So I'm actually more excited for Dong Day than I am the Smack Off.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to mention the guy's name that called this week, but he dropped a circle jerk. And Rome just about lost his shit. He's like, you'll automatically get run. If you ever say that word here. And I'm like, there's so much worse that's said every single day.
Yeah, but you notice how he had Alvin originally edited where you couldn't hear it. It was blacked out. And then he re-edited it because I'm like, what did he say? And then you could hear the word irk. And I'm like, oh, circle jerk. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think they were protesting too much. They had a lot of fun talking about what you can't say too much. So I think that was one of those things where they didn't think it was that offensive. It's not like someone accidentally, they've done it, drop an F-bomb on the air, where it's like, even if it's accidental, he gets pretty mad. Like, don't be doing that. So, Dong Day's tomorrow, and then we got Smack Off. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say, or if you promote the medical clinic in which you had surgery, pimping businesses
once again,
out for
free
surgeries. Yeah.
Fake outrage. Speaking of, we got Headstrom Bacon in the chat. He just showed up.
What's up, Pig?
What up, fam? Hello, Margo.
Beat me to the What's Up Pig drop.
What's up, Pig?
She supped pig upon Headstrom Bacon. So, speaking of Headstrom Bacon, I was going to save this. Yes. We were going to talk a little more, but let's go over what's going down. We are the first show this week. Now, Woodskip started last Friday. We had some of the heavy hitters on. Brad didn't show up. He big-timed us. In fact, no one showed up for the first 20 minutes. It was Headstrom Bacon, 12 Wood, and myself on the Smack Off Heavy Hitters show when none of us are calling in. So we had to fill 15, 20 minutes, and then Mark and Boston finally showed up, and then they started Benny, and they started drifting in. And then we had Vic, and that went 6.5 hours. Now, Bacon, like a trooper who's on East Coast time, you know, that show starts 8 o'clock for me, but it's starting at 11 for him. That dude toughed it out for about 5 hours. He bailed right around the 4.5, 5 hour mark. and missed the last hour and a half. But man, that dude was up late. And then 12 Wood on Central Time stayed for the end. And then I was gassed out, man. I was putting up GIFs on the screen of people going to bed and like putting the text time to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And Vic and Left were just blah, blah, blah. And it was interesting. That's the thing. If they were just talking about shit that was boring, it'd be like, okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up. But they were talking about things and this and, oh, hey. And you know what I found out is I asked them, I said, you know, they used to not slot people, but they said about 2-3 years ago, they started slotting people. Like you call in the first hour and you're going to be the second half of the second hour and blah, 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 blah. So I asked them, I said, have you guys got your slots yet? And they were like, you know what? Usually we do have them by now, but he has not given them to us yet. That was as of Friday. They probably have them by now. Oh, they've got to have them by now, but
Yeah.
But they were like, that's kind of weird because usually it's about a week out. They get their slot times on when, you know, because not everybody can sit around for 3 hours. I mean, I have to work that day, so I can't do shit. I'll fire off a couple of texts, but I'm not going to hear the entire show live. I'm probably only hear about a third of it live and then have to go back and listen to it so that I can have some knowledge on the Woodscopes because we're doing a show. So here's how the schedule lays out. Dong Day tomorrow.
Dong Day.
3 hours of Dong Day, which I cannot wait. Stucknut is doing their pre-Smack Off show at 6:30 Pacific time tomorrow night. You can go to stucknut.com and STUCKNUT.com. Hey, Stucknut is kind of a Dong Day. I mean, a stuck nut.
Stuck Nut, yeah.
Stuck Nuts on
what
Dong
are they?
Day?
I thought it's not Stuck Nut anymore. They filed for a change of business name, right? It's like Plug or Butt Nuts. Is that it? Something like that?
Buttplug.com.
Yeah. Butt Nuts or
Butt
something?
Nuts.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're doing their show at 6:30. You can find that at stucknut.com. They sure undersell that show because I've been told
They do.
it was going to be an hour. We just want to check the equipment, and it's like it's probably going to be a half hour. We're probably going to just pick our nose. We just want to see the equipment's working. So it's like, okay, so you're saying I shouldn't waste my time tuning in.
Well, here's the thing. If you have not checked out Stucknut Radio, Stucknut Radio, check it out because they revamped the whole setup. Looks really clean, really nice, different than before. I think you guys will enjoy it too. So give it a watch tomorrow before the Smack Off. What's that?
I've got everyone stepping their game up. Look at the graphics.
Yeah, we're
trailblazers.
I
mean, it used to just be like, Now they're like, oh man, you see what Horse is doing? We got to get graphics and we got to get shit and stuff and all that goodies and.
Bro, you're the EP of the Woodscopes.
I am the EP of the Woodscopes. It's a very hard job.
I don't know how you work for that guy.
Dong Day. He pays nothing and he demands everything. Total ass.
Yeah, right.
Total asshole. Yeah. Don't tell him I said that. He never watches this show. So
I know. He big times us.
And no one one in the audience, let me see. Nope. No one in the audience is a snitch. So we're good.
Yep. We're good.
It's now Butt Nuts and Pooldork show.
Yep. There you
go.
Oh,
wait. Pooldork. Is he in the audience, Marie, or you just wanted to scream his name, all caps with 3 exclamation marks and a flame emoji? Flame emoji, are you outing him? Does Jana know? All right.
Janet.
So we got that. And then we got so Dong Day, Stucknut, if you're following. This is a busy schedule. Stucknut at 6:30 Pacific. And then we go into the Jim Rome show. Now, notice this year there's no pre-show. We had one last year. Huge success. Even Garrett Ritt came in towards the end and said, good job, guys, and everything. I cannot get the day off. I cannot. Wells is screaming at me like, what were you going to tell me? Because he was looking forward to it. I'm like, dude, I cannot get the day off. What do you want me to do?
Come on, Horse. You got to be better than that. Yeah, it's like Christmas, birthday, Smack.
He picked the wrong
always get those
week
off
for
man.
me. He needs to move it one more week away from 4th of July so that I can have it off. But hey, Burn Dog's in the house. Horses setting the bar high for all the other shows. You're damn right. So we got Jim Rome show at 9:30. No pre-show unless someone else wants to do it. So, and then we've got immediately immediately at 12 p.m. Is it p.m.? Yeah, 12 p.m. 12 and 1 second.
1 second.
1 second. The Stucknut show starts. Now they were a little late last year, because I'm like,
but they got a new setup.
Where's
they
the
got
show?
a new setup now?
Yeah, they were like
they better
5
be
minutes
on
late.
point. Yeah.
So immediately they go to that. In recent years, Jim has even alluded to, hey, everyone, thanks for watching. Hey, by the way, if you want to follow along, Stucknut's going to do their show. They're going to go, I've heard 3-4 hours, whatever, something, until it gets stale, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So then Bacon gets a short break, and then we go into the Woodscopes at 8 p.m. Pacific, and Headstrom Bacon is going to be gassed.
Yeah.
Gassed.
That's a long ass week. Think about that.
It is.
Friday
His week
to Friday.
starts tomorrow night and just goes until Saturday morning. I mean, early in the morning. So, I will say this: Woodscopes is not going 6.5 hours again. I don't think we're going past 3 hours. So, we've had and you know what? By then, everyone is going to have talked about everything to do about the event. So there we go.
And if you enjoyed the smack off like Fabian enjoys the smack off, you will be long gone before the Woodscopes start.
Yeah.
You know.
The caution tape will already be wrapped around his head. And
it is in my trunk right now.
Yes.
If you guys are in the LA area, we are having a smack off party. Matt in LA, Ray and SA and myself are hosting. Hit us up in the DMs.
How can Ray host if he's from Texas and it's in SoCal?
Well, he was part of organizing, so we gave him some credit. Yeah, we're a little bit nuts, but yeah, we're having a smack off party in Gardena. Hit us up for the address if we like you. If we don't like you, we won't respond. Perfect. Okay, got it.
I am home. This Headstrom Bacon in quotes. I am home this year, so we will be able to start immediately. So he's basically saying it was his fault they didn't start on time last year. So
nice.
He was driving to go diving. That rhymes.
Burn
he was
dog.
Driving to go diving.
Driving to go diving?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why is he
dives.
diving on Smack Off Day?
It was the next day, but he had to drive to where the dive was. He had to drive to where the dive was happening, and then he had to go live.
Got it. That's a tough turnaround. Burn Dog, who is sponsoring the Fabian shirt, Smack Off 29 shirt. That is sponsored by every cheap beer brand you can think of. We'll go with Old Milwaukee. Old Milwaukee sponsored.
Old Milwaukee.
Shirt. Yes,
All right.
sir.
Okay, a couple more things before I hit my stories. By the way, Marie said she missed the Frank episode. Marie, just for you. No one else listen in. This is just for her. If you go to HollywoodRejects.com, you will see on the left-hand side there is a Waterhole Live button. That's where you can click to bring you to the page when we are live. You go below the Woodscopes button, there's a Waterhole Old Episodes button. If you click on that, it will take you to the page of all the old Waterhole shows, and you can find the one that's got Frank's picture on it and go, ooh, and you can watch it. You can watch the episode that had Frank in it, and it was awesome. He wore a wife beater t-shirt because, why dress up for this show? And it was amazing. It was awesome. We had fun.
The picture of Frank was that was the best when I tuned in briefly.
Yes.
And I saw his little logo.
Yes. We
done.
altered the graphics and the font and everything else. Anyone that guest hosts the show gets altered graphics, and I cross your name out with big old Sharpie pen and put their name over the top of it. And one of these days I'm going to leave it that way and just fire your ass.
Nice, thank you.
Get a new host.
Thank
but
you.
Yeah, Frank didn't make the cut yet, and Headstrom hasn't making the cut. But once I find someone better,
fair enough. I would too.
It's
I got
happening. I mean, you know. Wells
You
is
know.
back from being off for 13 days. This got interesting. So after about 6 days of him not tweeting, which is weird,
Very.
he tweets 100 tweets a day at that Jim Rome show that we talk about. someone reached out to me and says, hey, have you heard from Wells? No one's heard from him for like 6 days. And I'm like, that's weird. So I went to his Twitter, and of course they were correct. And so I'm like, maybe he goes on vacation. And they're like, yeah, but he likes to polo, the Marco Polo. He likes to tweet from vacation, pictures and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, but every once in a while, the missus might say, can you put your phone away and let's just spend some time together. But once it got past 7 days, then I'm like, okay, something's wrong. So I started stalking him.
Oh, really?
So
really?
I live
Digitally
close by.
stalking.
He is, I can be at his house. Well, not with traffic, but if there was no traffic, I could be to his house in 15 minutes. I did not go to his house, although I had the day that I was going to do it if we hadn't heard from him yet. So that never got here, and I was going to do it, but I did stalk him, and I found out because I know who he is. And and if he's watching on the replay, I'm not going to out you. No one that wants anyone that doesn't want to be outed for who they are, I'm never going to do that. It's not my place. So they can be whoever they want to be in private. Who's looking at you? Are you getting in trouble?
You didn't hear the dog? It's going nuts. I tried to mute my mic. Gordo wanted to be a part of the show today.
All I saw is I thought you were getting yelled at by your wife or something.
No, that was Gordo.
Oh,
so
okay.
he wanted to get in his dong day
dog.
smack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Hey, Gordo, kitty. So anyway, I stalked him on all the major platforms where I know he is because I know his name, and nothing. And then I even stalked him. I looked up his wife. Found her accounts because I thought, if something happened to him, she would go, oh, my husband was in a car accident, and he's okay or whatever. Nothing from her on social media either. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I found his mom.
Okay, do you got the creepy music? Hit the creepy drop, please, while you continue the story. Yeah, there we go.
I found his mom on Facebook. Nothing since like April. And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, that's not weird. She just doesn't post a lot. But I'm like, okay, he's got to be fine because someone would have said, oh, I'm sorry for your loss or something, So,
he's on the Titanic.
But I did stalk his ass. I did.
Okay.
Because I figured if something happened, we've had people pass away in the JTP.
Sure.
And, we start little GoFundMe page, send some money to their loved ones, help out. And I thought, well, if there's something that we could do as a community, he's a loved member of the community, we can do that. But we need to know something happened. I also looked at, because I know his name, I did Google search, because, we watch the same news. So it would be in my news. So I went to, the newspaper and the local news stations.
Yeah.
He's getting all creeped out now. I didn't stop by his house, though, Wells. If you're watching this on the replay, I did not go to your house. I didn't.
That's where I would have started. I feel like it's creepier to do all the background work.
His wife doesn't know who I am. Like, show up there.
Everybody knows Haunted Horse. Just be like, I'm from Hollywood Rejects.
I'm Haunted Horse. What? I'm calling the cops right now. Haunted horse. There's a haunted horse on my porch.
This is me in the picture. See? This is my ID.
This is me. He knows me. He knows me. I'm one of the people that called him fat. My husband's not fat. What are you talking about? Yeah, well, he was kind of fat in this one picture, this one time.
This one picture, one time.
I'm calling the cops right now. No, I know your son. Get away from my son. Yeah, so anyway,
I know the name of your daughter.
It was all in the name of concern. Anyway, it turns out he spent 13 days on some island with a bunch of sea lions that didn't have power. If you didn't know that. He posted that today on Twitter.
The sea lions didn't have power, or Wells didn't have power on the island?
The island didn't have power, the sea lions didn't have power, and Wells didn't have power. Or internet or any other shit. So
how ironic is the timing with that, with the Titanic submersible?
It was really ironic. It was, because that would have been something that he would have talked about because he's such a Titanic movie buff. He loves the movie and everything else. Nothing. It was crickets. It was like I went to all his social media, all his family's social media, his wife's social media, and all I saw was crickets.
So I'm gonna give you the test of a good friend. Did you check the county jails online?
I did. I did do a search for the state court system, and he wasn't in it.
Okay. That's
Now, if you search someone found out about Marty because they did a search and found the arrest record. So that's all public knowledge. So if you break the law, I mean, there's been clones. I'm not going to name them all here, but everyone knows if you think of the people that found their mug shots and then posted them on Twitter, like the nice community we are. I can think of 5 people that have had their mug shots plastered all over Twitter.
Yeah, one recently.
Few years, yes.
Yes.
So we are just a wonderful community.
We are, right?
Yeah.
What was your learning experience about that? Being like in this community and in the JTP when you realized, oh shit, I got to be really careful about what I post.
I'm not careful though. I look at it this way. Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Or a bitch. And you won't have your shit dug up. And if they dig up your shit, then no one will care. But if you're a dick or a bitch, then the people that hate you will run with it. First of all, someone will find it and dig it up, and then they'll run with it. Now, here's the other thing. I've pretty much told my audience of any show you watched, all my dirt. So once you've outed all your dirt, I've never been arrested, but I've been married 3 times. There's one piece of dirt someone might find. So no one's going to go to my wife and go, hey, do you know he's been married before? She knows. Yes. The audience knows. My family knows. Haven't been arrested. What else? Anyway,
pooped in a van and put up
to me. I've talked about, and like I'm still friends with my high school girlfriend. We're just friends, so there's nothing to find on me.
Well, it's not about finding stuff, and you can I'm not a dick really, but the first time I was joking around.
You are.
I am? Oh, okay. Perfect. I'm a dick. Chat. Put up 1s if I'm a dick. Anyways. I posted a picture because it was part of a bit we were going to do, and it had my license plate in it. And 2 people zoomed in on it, and they started looking stuff up, and I'm like, the hell's going on? Thank you. I appreciate that, Mock Moda. Frank gave me a 2. That just means I'm a shit. So, all right.
What'd you ask? What you ask?
I said put 1s in the chat if I'm a dick. She said I'm a dick.
All right.
So, fair enough.
He called you a number 2. You're
I
a
know.
poop.
That's what I said. I'm a shit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Perfect. So, I do have to go back really quick. The wood scopes, I thought one of the funniest times was that first 20 minutes because I don't think that was just a coincidence. I think those guys got together and were like, we're gonna make them.
We even talked about that. We go, come on, this doesn't. You don't have 6 people going to show up and then none of them show up in the first 15 minutes. They got together in some kind of DM group and said, hey, don't do it. Now the funny thing is, Jim Roman Hawk did that when Jim.
Oh really?
Did you? Yeah, Hawk told us. When Jim was going to be on the Woodscopes and there were 500 people in the audience, they were 10 to 12, 15 minutes late on purpose. And apparently they were together or they were in contact with each other laughing.
Yeah.
Because he started getting beads of sweat. He's making sure the phone was working. He's hey, he's asking his brother, hey, can you call me and make sure the phone line's working? And he was using a new phone because he didn't want someone to beep in. So he used someone else's phone because he didn't, he didn't want other people trying to fuck up the internet, the connection and everything else.
Smart.
Marco says you're hilarious. A dong. You're Y-O-U-R. I used to do that all the time. Use it in the wrong.
You're apostrophe R-E, Marks.
If you say you're a dong in that way, you're saying you're a dong. Yes.
You're a dong. Hey, Margot's just a little bit disoriented because she got choppered. So that's that's a very
traumatic
is
on my list
experience.
Of things to talk about. Yeah. She and to quote Jim, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Margot got schmacky. Wait, let's do it the right way. Margot got Hey, Margot, you're on the watch list. Guess what?
Margot, did you get your segment yet? Oh.
Yep.
Guess not.
Yep. What you got? All right.
Poor.
Okay, did you want us to come over to shoot her?
Anyway. Anywho, yes. A lot of people got the copter. Matt in LA, I'm surprised.
That surprised me for sure.
I think Jim owes
Jimmy
him
gave
one. You know why?
What's that? Yeah.
Because DA went out like for a 20-minute call on Matt, and Matt never got through on that smack off, which that's
true.
BS. You're gonna let someone go 20 minutes on a guy and then not let them call in? Lame.
That's true.
Lame.
Yeah, you know,
Jim.
he gave Matty some run though. You know, he's like, you know, I really like this guy. He's loyal, so he did give him a little bit there.
Team
but
Matt, by the way.
I'm 100%.
He knows that. I've told him. I'll give him shit as far as, you know, we got to do it to be. We got to get to our stories. You got a hard out in a half an hour. But
yeah,
go
got to talk trade deadline. Oh no, I was gonna say, you know what? He's a good, solid caller. Everybody gives him shit, and he just bounces back. So good dude. Team Matt here too, all the way.
Oh, real quick too. I had this on my list. So you and I used to talk a lot because, you know, we're doing shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We have not Marco Polo'd in like 2 weeks, I swear.
I know.
And
I was starting to
check this out. This tells me how far down the list you've fallen in my world.
Oh boy.
I had so DMs go by who's more recent, and then the farther you go down your DM list is the longer it's been since contact. How far down do you think you fell in my DM list? When I went today to find you, to give you the link for the for not Marco Polo, for the Zoom call. How far down do you think?
I gotta think like 12.
You were 12
down.
Exactly 12.
12.
Just under Headstrom Bacon, which is kind of shocking.
Oh,
being as I just did a show with him on Woodscopes. But I had a lot of DMs going because of the Woodscopes. You know, people saying, "Hey, I'm trying to get on," or blah 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 blah.
Right.
I was in contact with Jeff in Southfield. It took me like 40 minutes to troubleshoot his shit because he couldn't make the link work. Jeff in Southfield, you need to like watch some YouTube videos on how to do a Zoom call.
Jeff in Southfield or Sal in Queens? Which one were you talking to?
Both. They both don't know what the fuck they're doing. I literally was talking to both accounts. Just trying to get him on the show. He's like, I click on it, it says link doesn't work. I'm like, oh, come on, dude. Give me a break. So we finally got him on 40 minutes later. So
you know what? People need to know the crap you deal with to put on these shows sometimes. You and Bacon. There's a lot that goes on.
There's a lot of behind the scenes shit that goes on. Yeah. You know what? And if I didn't spend 40 minutes with him, you wouldn't have got to hear angry Jeff in Southfield when he's all just going off.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
He's like, I got 40 calls that are awesome. I made Jim laugh 77 times. And he says I only have one good call. And fuck this shit. I'm going to light this whole world on fire. Fuck y'all. That's because I spent 40 minutes getting him on.
So he went Cal on the Woodscopes, basically?
He went Cal times 10.
Holy
he was
crap,
throwing the lava.
Jeff, don't count your Rome stats, bro. Don't do it. You know, everybody, the first time they get read or, you know, you get on TV, whatever, you got that on your phone. You download it, but I made him laugh 77 times.
Well, I made that number up, but he does.
But it's believable.
He does know the number.
Yes, it's believable. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, Jeff.
I love you, Jeff, but don't do that.
You've got to let your work stand for itself.
Yes.
You just do it. You let the audience decide, and you move on to the next thing.
Exactly.
There it is. That's my advice for Jeff in Southfield. He's funny too. That's the thing.
He is funny for sure. You know what? He was trying to find a different approach, which I respect. But you know, I just like some straight up Jeff in Southfield. Do your shtick, do your weird delivery, you know, your weird pacing, and just stick with that, man. But he's funny, dude. I like him.
I mean, I don't mind the branching out on the salad and everything else, but don't get upset when the chips fall where they may and you don't like how they fell. It is what it is. It's not the Jeff in Southfield show. It's the Jim Rome show, and it's his world. You're just paying it a visit every once in a while. So, like when he called me, you know, when I got the wrong song and he lit me up for being an idiot and thinking Asia and Europe were the same, you know, the heat of the moment. And when he's cracked me several times he's like, dude, your grammar is horrible. Yes, because I sucked at school. I was like a D student. My English class was like my kryptonite.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? You guys watch the Woodscopes with Hawk, number one, if you want some behind the curtain thinking on how things work with that show. But at the same time, they choose. If it's bad, sometimes it's actually good because then you're getting the run, you know. But I think
Larry
when some
gets all upset, but he gets talked about all the time. He got talked. His name was mentioned today.
Yes, exactly.
But he's like, I want to finish my calls and everything. No,
that's the
news.
point.
You're hearing your name. That should be fine. You cannot control what happens to your brand.
Yes, and if they're blowing up your brand, that's a good thing. You know, like, okay, I got on the watch list at one time and I was too big for my bridges. I am not that guy. Now I know I'm not that guy. Stay in your lane, right? And just ride with it.
Yes.
So,
by the way, Geoff gets it. He's cracked daily, and he loves it. Okay, so, hey, 12 Wood, if you watch this on the replay, when you're hosting a show, like maybe the Woodscopes, this is what you do about every 5 to 10 minutes. Hedstrom Bacon says... what did he say? Geez, you guys are talking too fast. We're in the presence of jungle royalty. Margot was on the watch list. Golden Beck Warrior says, hi, Bacon. So Golden Beck's in the audience. Margot says to Hedstrom, how about it? I'll take it all day long, says Margot, being on the watch list.
Yes, sir. Yeah, hell yeah. See,
Frankie, don't forget Mark Moda. What up, Frank? Okay, so you read the chat, 12 Wood. You can host and read the chat at the same time. I'm just saying. Just saying. Maybe your executive producer should teach you some lessons. Because the audience loves it. Pooldoc gets this. Pooldoc is the master of keeping the chat engaged with the show. They're the ones that pay our bills.
He is. Here's a real question. I'm going to jump in the boat with you. But shooting the cannonballs. Would 12 Wood even know there was a chat if not for you and Bacon?
Would 12? Oh, no. Now, here's some behind the scenes. I'm gonna. This is said in private. I'm not supposed to be talking about this in public. Okay. But I'm gonna give you a peek behind the Woodscopes curtain. He knows he's bad at it, and he goes, "I know it's a fault. I know I'm bad at it. I know I need to get better, but I'm tuned into the guest, and I don't want to miss something they say by trying to like stare. I got to focus on." And so he needs his EP to step up and do it. So he knows. It's not because he's been shotting everyone. It's because he has one brain cell and it's got to focus on the guest.
How does that one just stay alive? Because usually they die off. But Frankie, did you get your slot yet? What time's Paul's dog calling? Good luck, by the way. You got your call set up? Let us know in the chat.
By the way, Jeff in Southfield.
Yes.
We're just kidding.
Yes, we love you,
I'm being
Jeff.
lit up. So I'm just pointing that out. We're just kidding, dude.
Jeff, we love you. But seriously, don't count your
jokes. Do I look like I'm serious?
I know. Look at you are a grown adult drinking
lipstick
red
the other day.
Kool-Aid. Oh,
someone thought I was wearing lipstick. I go, no, I'm not wearing lipstick.
Dude, no wonder. By the way, any hernia updates before
No,
we
I
get to
had
the
the
stories?
ultrasound, and I gotta go surgeon consult. Now you're gonna get Margot yelling at me. My brother just had it done. You better do it. It's gonna get bigger, and then you're gonna need the mesh. Apparently that's what Margot sounds like. At least that's what my brain thinks she sounds like.
No, Margot's a sweetheart. She doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, exactly. We've got to Jeff. I will read you lighting me up later. I have not read it yet, but I can imagine I'm being picked apart.
Picked apart.
Yeah, there's lots of chat coming at me in various things on the chat and the DMs and on Twitter.
Come on,
let's
work
get to
those
some
2 brain
stories.
cells right now.
You got a hard out in 19 minutes.
All right, well,
Not a
keep
hard
going.
on.
You got fun.
You got a hard out. Radio. It's a show term.
It is Dong Day. Yeah, it is Dong Day Eve. So maybe wait. What? Never mind. I might be able to push it like 10 minutes in the chat if you guys know anything about the NBA trade deadline.
Wait. What do you mean? Chat push it. So you lied to me when you said you had a hard out. Now you're saying it's a soft out.
Well, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's soft. You know how that goes. It's a tweener. But anyways,
I got a. It's either a soft out or it's a out.
It's like never mind. We'll leave it there. But no, if you know anything about NBA free agency, help me in the chat. And I will stay an extra.
Know anything about what?
NBA free agency.
Oh God, dude! I live in the market with Damian Lillard. I'm so fucking sick of. Is he gonna be traded? Does he want to trade? Is he gonna stay? Are we gonna be? It's like I really want him traded. Just
so are the rest of us.
It's just done.
Yeah.
Done.
So are the rest.
By the way,
of us.
we got your Keegan Murray's brother.
I know you guys.
Right before you
changed.
Too. Literally the draft pick before yours.
I know the 23rd. You guys changed the Kings' strategy. They had 2 strategies. So find out more at 8:00 on If You Don't Like That. Grant Napes and I will be talking NBA.
There we go.
So
see, Ryan's leaving this show to do another show. He's trying to out Bacon the Bacon, but Bacon does more shows than you and I.
Yeah. No,
I mean, during NBA playoffs, you won the show scheduling, but now in the off season, you're lazy, dude.
I am lazy as hell, but I did have a hip replacement, so I will lean on that a little bit.
I mean, if you had a jaw replacement, I'd say, okay, you can't do shows. It's a hip replacement. You're sitting there.
You're right. You're right. I called the Rome show 10 minutes into recovery. So, yeah, I could have done a show.
I want to make sure we get to this story. So I'm moving it from the 4th slot to the 1st slot. You remember the order?
Yes,
you know what this is, right?
I do. This is the one I wanted to hear.
Yes, of course. This woman's got a husband that's not thinking clearly. He's thinking with his God, I gotta rearrange these. He's thinking with his Dong Day. This is a good Dong Day story too.
It is a good.
With his
do you have your prop with you?
What prop?
Your prop.
What prop?
From the dryer.
Oh, I do have. Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna.
This
is the underwire that short circuited. Cost us $750 for a brand new dryer because the underwire got back into the mechanics and shorted out the dryer. So yes, ladies, apparently you're supposed to put your bras. I've been told by the chat.
Yes.
High Horse and Rhino says Golden Bake Warrior. You're supposed to put them in a bag so they don't float all over the place. Your bits and your naughties and your lingeries and your bras and your panties and all that stuff is supposed to go in this bag apparently. And because we didn't bag the bra, the underwire got out, shorted out the dryer. And if you want to hear the whole story, you're gonna have to tune into the show that I did 6, 7, 8 shows ago.
It wasn't that long, was it?
We've had the yeah.
Okay.
That story's a couple months old.
Okay. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. My 34E breasts are agony, but my husband won't let me get a reduction. A woman whose 34E boobs, they sure like mentioning that all over this story, have left her living in agony.
She would have got a free drink.
The back, I have heard, there are days where it's like, my back is killing me. Because these and gravity. Because if you were in space, you'd be fine. But because we live on the Earth and there's gravity, these tend to pull the back down.
But they do get you a couple free drinks at certain bars across this fine nation.
Yeah, remember that bar story that they gave you free drinks according to the cup size? That's what you're referring to.
Yes, sir.
Whoever, Margot or Marie, you can also go back and listen to that story. See, these are timeless stories. You can listen to the old shows, and it's not like we're talking, like 2 months from now, we're still talking about the sub blowing up. Right. These are timeless stories. Boobs and bras and free drinks.
Yep.
She's living in agony has revealed how her husband has, in quotes now, outright forbidden her from undergoing breast reduction surgery. What an ass. She explained how the operation would not only improve her physical health, but also her self-esteem, as her breasts have caused her unimaginable pain throughout her entire adulthood. But the 40-year-old remains in two minds about the surgery, as going ahead with it would upset her husband of 12 years. Taking to Reddit, because that's where they always go when they have an issue with their marriage.
Reddit?
It's always Reddit.
I know, it's always Reddit.
She took to Reddit and said, I've been seriously considering getting a breast reduction, but here's the twist. It's a titty twister. My husband has outright forbidden me from doing so. Let me make it clear that I understand we're not living in the 1950s. These are quotes, by the way. Yeah. And I'm a grown adult capable of making my own decisions. But here's where things get complicated. I respect my husband's feelings and opinions. And going against his wishes doesn't sit right with me. It's not about him being in charge, quotes, or anything like that, but rather a desire to consider his perspective and feelings as part of our relationship. She went on to explain how he objects to the surgery because he believes, this is why I don't read these stories pre-hand. So I want to know what his reasoning is. Is it like, I just like the fun bags and they make you happy? Right. Or is there something else? He believes she's struggling with a twisted body image rather than the pain caused by her breast. So he's saying, oh, honey, don't get a boob job because mentally you just think that everyone's looking at you and you've got to get over it and everything else. I think so. That's his reasoning for objecting to the breast reduction, is that he loves my breasts just the way they are. She added, he thinks they're beautiful and he doesn't want them smaller. Thoughts as I continue?
Yeah. So the question is he a bullshitter? That's really what it comes down to. Is he a bullshitter? And if he's bullshitting, that is bullshitting at its worst level if your wife is in pain and you pull the mental health card. Oh, boy.
Let's go. Let's see as I continue what the chat says. Bittersweet Marie says, my summer is ruined, but I think, it's because she crashed a lift scooter and tore her ACL and meniscus. So we've got a show within the show, as Jim would say, going on.
Not nice on the
and she
ACL.
says she uses the washing bag, so we're talking bras again, underwires and bras. And then she says divorce his ass. So she's not having any of this guy's not letting her get a breast reduction. She's like, divorce his ass. Okay. And then Margo says, how ironic, my daughter was riding show within show, lift scooter, as my story just went bye-bye.
Uh-oh.
Wait, where's the Jim and Indiana cam?
Oh, no!
Hold on, check this out. I'm sitting here doing my story. I take some time to go into the chat just to be nice. And this is what my screen just went to. Ah, snap. Something went wrong while displaying this page. They're trying to censor me from the boob story.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm being critical, I think. All right, let me get rid of the Jim in Indiana cam. Jim in Indiana, there's tornado. I got to get out of here.
Hey, you know what we need? You know how Headstrom has the breaking news, Kermit D. Frog here. Yes. We need a breaking news, Jim in Indiana cam here.
Absolutely.
That would be
We got
great.
9 minutes before you're hard out.
Well, it's starting to get a little bit harder. But yeah, go ahead.
So you know what? I think we're done with the story as far as the details. I wanted to know why. Oh, let's see. The show. Tell her to. Oh gosh, you guys. This whole scooter story is becoming this big long thread. My wife's bestie broke her arm when she fell off a scooter. They do not care about this woman's big breasts. They care about who was it? Margot or Marie that fell off the scooter? Now I lost my train of thought.
Marie.
Scooter story is taken over the
Well, let's talk scooters. They're dangerous. Burn Dog. Thanks
fracture?
for Burn Dog. Look
I
at
remember
Burn
that,
Dog.
Bacon.
talking
I
about
remember when
NBA.
that happened. You guys were good friends and went out to support her. Oh, man. That's even scarier. You guys can read it over here.
Yeah.
Speaking of NBA player movement, we aren't, Bernie.
Yes, we are.
Damn
Keep it
Ryan.
going.
Don't talk
Yes.
NBA. I'm sick of hearing about it.
So Burn Dog, he is a perfect fit in Sacramento in terms of what they do on the floor, but with the locker room, it's not going to happen. Draymond is likely headed to LA, or he's staying in Golden State, sign a contract that is in line with Steph Curry's in terms of the time on the contract, not the value. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled water hole.
Wait.
The following program is intended
May contain
for mature
NBA chat that
audiences.
no one gives a shit about.
The following program is intended for mature
May contain
audiences.
NBA chat, and you don't want to hear it because it's not even NBA season. It's Major League Baseball season and football summer season. All right.
You shouldn't be talking about it on the show, man.
I'd rather talk about the scooter tragedy accident than.
Yeah.
Don't take your scooter down to see the Titanic either. I hear that's not very
Yeah,
safe.
that's that doesn't go too well for people.
All right,
Have you ridden one of those scooters yet? Have you ever tried one of those?
No.
Dude,
I
they
see them in the
they
grocery
fly.
store. I could
Things go.
use one of theirs.
No, that's not that type of
Oh,
scooter.
is that
We're
the scooter
talking.
they're talking about? They're not talking about like one of those little scooters for old people. They're talking about a scooter.
No, Dude, are you serious, bro?
That's what I thought. I'm not kidding.
No.
I pictured her driving down and like hitting a curb and flipping over on that little.
Okay, well, in first world cities like Sacramento, unlike Portland, they have scooters that you can rent on the street, and you can ride them around, and you can
shiny.
drop it off. Yeah. Oh, dude,
Look at
sticking
that.
straight up.
That's pretty
Look at
shiny.
that. Did you put some of the beard product on there?
The beard. Yeah, no, I oil my forehead.
Anyways, you can rent the scooters, and you can drop them off wherever you want, and you. Oh,
I could wear her bra as a yarmulke. It's the perfect fit. We have the same. My size head is the same as her boob. If I ever need a yarmulke and I convert, I'm gonna go grab one of her bras and cut it.
I'm actually a little bit worried that you could get a neck injury in the bedroom, buddy. That's pretty big, my friend. Anyways, no, those scooters, they fly down the streets, man. So
I saw a guy zipping down our street on the little wheel. You know, the little single wheel where they stand on the little... He had to be doing about 35.
The Segways? Is that what you're talking about?
There's no handle. You
Oh,
are
you're
standing
talking
on
about
a wheel.
The
And
circus
there's
wheel?
little pedals on each side, and you got
Yes,
this wheel, and
the
he's doing 35
unicycle.
miles an hour down the street
The
on a wheel.
unicycle. That's
No,
awesome.
there's no seat. You're standing on it.
You're standing on
Yes.
the wheel?
Single wheel scooter.
What?
Check this out. Yeah, here it is, right here.
What's
Hold
that,
on.
Baxter? You ate the entire wheel of cheese?
Here it is. Here it is. It was one of these things, and it was doing about 35. Hold on, let me scroll. So there's the pedals on the side, and that thing was doing like 35 miles an hour.
Let's see. I don't have it yet, but I do have from Golden Bake Warrior. Horace, your age is showing.
Why? Because of my bald head, or because I don't know what a scooter is? You see it?
Okay, so now I got it. So you just stand on that thing, huh?
Look, 34 miles an hour is the top speed right there. A
So
35
it's
degree
electric?
climbing ability. Yeah, he was flying on that thing.
What the hell's the point of that thing? I don't get
See
it.
if there's a video for it.
Are you? Is it a balance thing?
There's the guy. There's the guy on it. So that's the size to a human person.
Hey, can we get the breaking news? Can we get the breaking news?
And
do we have that?
This is Kermit the Frog with breaking news.
Breaking news. Burn Dog says he agrees. Now that they have dealt Poole, Draymond is probably staying. But I found out.
We're not talking basketball for the last 4 minutes of the show.
On.
Where's the block button? Burn Dog.
Burn Dog, I tried. I tried.
Blocked.
No, not blocked. Golden ticket, Burn Dog.
Totally inappropriate.
Hey, Burn Dog, you talking about NBA?
That's totally inappropriate.
This is not the NBA show. We're talking little wheel scooters and accident scooters and shit. Helmet. He was wearing a helmet. Yes, the guy doing 35 on the little wheel was wearing a helmet. But I can guarantee you he would have had a lot of road rash because he had a T-shirt on if he would have ate it on that thing. I would imagine it's controlled by you leaning forward to make it go and then like leaning back to stop it or break it. But man,
it's a Segway without the bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Without the handle standing up.
Yeah. I don't
get
it. I mean, the only thing I can think is a benefit is like you could like pick it up and like get onto a public transportation, get into a lift or whatever, and then get out and then scoot around. But
yeah, but you're probably not using a lift if you got one of those.
You're gonna eat it. Well, if you need to go across town. So like if you want to just tootle around the, like you get in your lift, you drive up to wherever you want to go, and then you get out and go.
Yeah. I got you.
What other story? My sister is forcing bridesmaids. Okay, so we ran out of time like we always do. My sister is forcing bridesmaids to get face tattoos before the wedding, and if they don't, they're not allowed in the wedding party. This is eyebrow tattooing.
I called it.
Did you?
Yes, I said like makeup or something like that.
Yes.
So I was close.
But still, you're going to make someone permanently alter their body to be in your wedding? You know what I say to that? Fuck you, bitch.
Absolutely. Because you're already doing them a massive favor. Yeah. You're running their wedding if you're a bridesmaid or you're the maid of honor. You're paying $1 million for your fucking dress. Excuse me. You're maybe traveling somewhere. You're taking a weekend out of your time. You're throwing a shower, and now I have to get a tattoo just to be in your wedding?
Tattoo my eyebrows just to be in your wedding, bitch.
And
her brother outed her on Reddit because his girlfriend was going to be in the wedding party, and he told his girlfriend, "No way are you doing this." First, he tried to get his sister to change her mind, and then he's like, you're not doing that." She's an idiot. You're an idiot, lady. Stop being selfish. Brides can be. I never saw the show Bridezilla, but I heard about it. They're cuckoo in the Cocoa Puffs. Not all.
They can be a little bit crazy.
They start thinking about it when they're kids. Like, they get the Barbie and the Ken and like, when I get married, we're going to have a horse-drawn carriage and then we're going to get married and then we're not going to have like real flowers. We're going to have like flowers made of paper money. And, they start like... Ugh.
See, and that's the problem. Because what happens is they've got it all planned in their head, yet they're asking us as guys for input. And we're supposed to already know what they've been thinking about for the first 25 or 30 years of their life.
That's when you hit the ejection cord. When you see your fiance planning the wedding, if she starts getting all kooky, like, oh, my bridesmaids are going to tattoo their eyebrows. You'd be like, what's she going to make me tattoo when we're married? Fuck this shit. Ejection cord.
Yep.
Bye,
Eject.
Kook. Jim likes that word. That is one of my favorite words, too. Kook. That is an awesome word.
Yeah,
Kook.
it's commonly underused. Do you know how to spell it?
K-O-O-K.
Yes.
Hell yes, I know how to spell kook.
Yes.
Dude,
kook
Addams Family, they're creepy and they're kooky.
Yes. You know another underused word? Schmuck. Nobody uses schmuck anymore. I love schmuck.
I love schmuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to have an episode where our favorite words, derogatory or, yeah,
Yeah, we should do it.
We are at your heart out time, so let me know. I'm going to keep going until you say, I really got to go.
All right, let's go one more story.
My husband donated his sperm so I could have a child with my new girlfriend. You know you want to hear this.
Yes, I do.
Linda Fruits. So her last name is Fruits. That is funny. Linda Fruits from Sunrise, Florida, asked her husband. They have to say America because, this is British. No one knows where Florida is, but if you say America after it, Florida, America. Oh, that's Florida.
Yeah. That's right.
Asked her ex-husband to father her child with her new girlfriend, and now the trio parent all their children together. So, anyway, they share sons, Elliot 4 and Owen 2, and then he just fertilized her, however.
He provided
I don't know if the girlfriend held the egg and it was her. I don't know. Whatever. Surrogate, whatever.
Yeah, I hear you. As Margot said, he provided the fruits of his loin.
The fruits.
Yes. But if you're, I guess, like, if you guys are friends, right, and you're going to donate it and they're going to help raise the child and you get to be part of the child's life, okay. I mean, whatever. I don't think that's that bad. As long as there's no
child support involved. If someone wants to try to hit me up for child support, I'm going to be like, you're going to sign a contract before I shoot my jizz.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's frank and explicit.
There's your Dong Day Eve blast right there.
The word jizz. Where was that? I saw a story or a show. They use that word. There's another underrated word, jizz. That's a great word.
I wouldn't put jizz in the same category as schmuck and kook, but I don't know. Other than the obvious, what pretense can you use jizz? You can't. Like, if you're washing your car, you can't say, I just jizzed the soap on my car. It doesn't sound right.
It's a one-word event action. Yeah. You cannot go to the basketball game and jizz for your team.
Yes,
no, you're
Rex can't jizz a ringer.
A jizz bag. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What are you doing now? Okay, we're gonna end the show, but where are you going? What are we supposed to follow you to?
I'm going to, if you don't like that, you can find it on my Twitter handle, or you can go to Grant Napier's YouTube page. Down there. I'll retweet it. I already retweeted it. We're doing a NBA free agency special show tonight at 8 p.m.
You know what's interesting?
Yes.
You guys had a show about a week and a half ago at the end of the season, and you said it was going to be your last show about the NBA for a while.
Yes.
Lie much?
No, it was our last show with Jerry. So, and I told you offline we would be doing some other stuff. So the boys are back in town.
Jerry's not there. Well, you got Burn Dog going to tune in. No one else is going to, but he will.
Come on over, Burn Dog. We're going to jizz out some great information about the free agency.
Yeah, you can talk about Lillard trading or not trading for like an hour.
We're not going to talk about that.
We hear about that all the freaking time. He wouldn't go to your team anyway. It's going to be Miami, Boston.
Miami or Brooklyn.
Someone that's close.
Boston can't take on
trade
the
him. I want the resource. Now you got me trade. I can't believe I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Got him. All right.
So let's get out. What time does your show start?
8 o'clock.
You had to get out at 7. What, you're going to talk about it for an hour before you do your show?
I do have to get on a little bit early, and also I've got to get prepared for the show.
Prepared?
Yes.
Nice waiting. I used to do that at school. I'd like study for the test like on the bus to school.
You want to see my resources right now really quick? It's actually pretty funny.
I don't want to see resources if it's jizz. I don't want to see those resources.
Jizz. Look, I have all of the different players.
My tablet's better than your tablet because I got
Excellent.
Sound effects on my tablet.
There we go.
Excellent.
Yeah, yours is better.
Shut up, dummy.
Yeah, yours is way better.
I hit the
gotta
shut
upgrade.
up dummy blind. That was perfect.
Hey, by the way, everybody that tuned in tonight, thank you so much. Catch it on the replay. Thank you guys. Love the chat.
Even the person that hates my guts right now. Thank you for watching, Jeff.
Love you, Jeff. But
I am Team Jeff. I can show you millions of Twitter posts, but I am also honest.
That's what a good friend is.
Yeah.
Especially in a public forum like this.
You know how many friends I've been honest with? I don't have very many friends left.
I know.
I'm
my
usually
phone's
honest
gonna
with
blow
my
up.
wife unless she goes, does this dress make me? No, it does not. It's wonderful. That's always the right answer. It's a lovely dress.
Yeah, it's beautiful, honey.
Yes.
So I have 5 Twitter notifications. What are the odds that one of them are from Jeff?
Oh, Jeff's going to light you up too. You weren't kind. You were agreeing with me. And if you're agreeing with me, then you are wrong.
Yeah, I'm going to get lit up probably. But I love the guy. So.
He's awesome, dude. He's smart. His humor is great. It's not the typical. I mean, you know, a lot of these calls on Friday are going to sound very similar. I'm just saying. When we had the Smack Off 25 party where we had the watch party, Adam Hawk's parents and Wells was there. That's the first time I met him and everything.
Yeah.
We were making a comment of like, it's kind of like a lot of the same stuff. Stuff. So I like different. I like weird. And so Jeff's weird.
Me too.
I'm weird. All right. Anyway, I gotta go get off the what do they call that? The bad list, whatever.
Get off the naughty list. Hey, y'all. List. So don't forget, go to HollywoodRejects.com. Check out past episodes of the the Waterhole. You can check out you got the wood scopes up there too.
I've got a button for the wood scopes. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a button there.
Yes.
Stucknut Radio tomorrow night. Preview show Stucknut Radio.
Pacific.
Post show and wood scopes Friday night after the Smack Off.
All right. I think that does it for tonight. We'll be back next Wednesday. We'll know the winners by then. Yeah. I will see everyone on the wood scopes Friday at 8, and you can see Ryan tonight at 8 Pacific.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Ryan. All right.
Later.
Talk NBA. Enjoy.